Hello, 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 and welcome back to the continuing adventures of Fluttershy, who does not look like Fluttershy, so if you'll give me a moment, I'll go ahead and fix that really quickly while going over stuff. Where last we left off, I'd been clearing the lair slowly and methodically, and had managed to do okay, thus far, and yeah, there's really not much more to say than that. My only difficulty at this point is that, well, she's not exactly the most powerful character right now. She's doing fantastic for herself. She's, on account of the limitations I put on the character, a summoner naturally, and one who keeps on building, you know, an ever-growing army of happy animal creatures to follow her. I have given her a few other minor magical spells because, as I stated out and out in the opening video, if it doesn't strictly contradict my character build, I'm not just gonna make up new limitations willy-nilly. But I'm actually curious about some of these choices I'm making. Did I find a good shield? I guess I found a protection shield. Maybe that's what... Sorry, it's been almost a week since I've opened this character to do another video, so I'm gonna have to take a look through my inventory a little bit slower. I don't remember exactly what I was thinking. Any recharge scrolls available in the dungeon? Because you see, I've got here a nice... Ooh, I have a Necronomicon? Complete with Haunt and Necromutation. I don't particularly see Fluttershy ever conquering the spirits of darkness enough to be comfortable haunting things to death. If I was playing ordinarily, like this was just a straight up run, what's Necromancy like? -1 to a centaur? Yeah, I would probably just try and get Necromutation plus Haunt online, because my summonings is already high enough for Haunt. You know, I would focus Necromancy and get it up to where I could haunt things, followed by a little bit of Transmutations, spam Haunt and win the game. I already have the speed boost. That would be a good endgame build for me. Thanks to the theme limitations, while I don't strictly object to her using imps and haunts, I would much rather she summoned everything short of dragons. So, well, I guess that's the same as summoning haunts now, isn't it? I'm having a moral conundrum. God damn it. Really what she should be doing is spamming hydras, which is a very hard thing to spam. Especially with her hunger limitations on being a centaur. I will accept Necromutation. I mean, I guess since I don't oppose Necromancy specifically, and she is not one to be scared of the undead, pretty sure she actually conquered Cerberus in the series, so yeah, we're totally going to go ahead and say okay to Necromutation and Necromancy. So let's drop some of these defensive stats that I've been training and start upping some basic magic stats. Oh, I can't yet because I don't know any Necromancy. Okay. Now I've got a fair picture of where I am. It's going over the inventory once more for anybody who wants to see it. I can drop a lot of these things that I'm carrying right now. I'm not even sure why I'm carrying this glaive, since it's going to be a very slow weapon for someone with no weapon skill like me. I can't eat chunks yet, can I? No, I can't. I don't have any Amulet of the Gourmand. I do have a conservation, that's nice. Alright, in we go. Okay, this is final floor of the lair. Yeah, and there's also the Minotaur on this floor, so let's quickly do a reveal to find the said Minotaur. So we got a deep forest on this side. That's quite probably where the Minotaur's lair is. Slime pits, so with Jiva's altar, so walking past that is going to be very dangerous. We should probably go the long way. Up staircase, up staircase. Okay, so it's pretty much a guarantee that this is the Minotaur's lair. Now, I've been having food issues constantly, so it behooves me to double check my hunger status before going in. But I have 8 rations worth of food, so I'm not actually going to starve. Let's make for the Minotaur's lair. Any self-buffs that I forgot about? No? Okay, so I'm literally just making it on the weight of summons at this point. And, of course, my own Minotaur speed. Do I have a scroll of... Crap. I accidentally double-tapped R and read a scroll of blinking. Let's definitely transfer that off of my R key to any other key so that doesn't happen again. But I do have a scroll of teleportation, so I'm safe, mostly. Okay, that Hydra right there is going to be a bad news bear situation for me. without any bears. Let's see if I can't... I already have its attention, which is the good news. Let's see if I can't back off to my summons and then get it to walk into a fire somehow. There we go. It's on fire. And as long as my summons keep attacking it while it's on the fire... Perfect. It dies without ever getting off the fire, which was exactly the plan. Now please, let's kill the... I want to kill all these guys before I go in, but I also see that I'm getting swarmed. I should probably just go in and be done with it. But my summons will be gone by the time I get back, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to Mephitic this guy, and then kill him, and then we'll turn around and finish the Mamba in a second. The Mephitic failed. Okay. I'm just going to walk around him. No need to engage. I have plenty of summons that can win that fight fairly easily. Why are you still here? God damn it. Blink. I blinked in the wrong direction. Okay, going the long way now. Why are you guys... Come to me. I don't need you to go kill a griffin that's already running. I'm going to heal in a second. I'm going to get a new ice beast first. And in fact... get some poisonous creatures. Now just focus him, please. We're going to go ahead and heal to stop the poison effect. It's going to be worth more health in the long run. And stab him. He's dead. Shield gained. Chunk is eaten. Off we go. Dive into the lair. And now we're safe. Safe as in we're not going to die here. Hopefully. No need to pre-eat. Yeah, my chunks have already gone rotten. Go figure. Okay, we'll drop those. And on we go, galloping through. Wow, stone already. Now, the way that... I want to clarify this because in the past I've said different things, but playing a shatter-capable caster has taught me. The way this black stone works, the center area is going to be covered in black stone. But that does not mean the pathway of black stone will lead you there, necessarily. You might have to go out of the black into the ordinary rock wall, or even the diggable walls, because these thin walls are the most diggable. And oh my god, the door is there already? This is quite possibly it, the exit. Let's make sure that I'm not gonna die. I'm thinking... Definitely want to burn a ration right now. Get a full batch of... Save myself some mana, obviously, but get a full batch of these guys. Blink. There's literally only one bad square to end up in, and I didn't end up there. And then really try to get this guy Mephitic. But even if he doesn't get Mephitic, that's okay. I have enough mana that... Nope, he got Mephitic. Beautiful. Let's just go ahead and pound him with everything I got, plus stabbing. It's a dead end behind me, but I have Blink, so that dead end isn't as scary as it might otherwise have been. I'm also most likely faster than a Minotaur. But, my god, the guy's still alive. Let's call Scorpions. I really need to outnumber him ASAP. He accidentally hits me, and now I'm out of mana, so trade places, stab until I can somehow blink again. Okay, cannot afford to lose the mana I need to blink. With all that poison on him, he's gonna die. Yeah, okay, he dies. Good. And with him dead, we can quickly examine the contents on the way out. What I really wanted was a magic book, and I don't have one. In fact, this is a very slim pickings by pretty much any standard. Hand axe of flaming. I'd rather have a trident of protection, since I don't use actual weaponry. Ring of the Octopus King I just picked up. Now that is a named unique that gives +1 to pretty much every stat. I'm going to try it on and see what that does to my spellcasting abilities. Actually, no, I'm using spellcasting for both Mephitic and Conjure Flame, so... Yeah, never mind, it's inferior. And I would rather have See Invisible plus Stealth ++, so we'll leave that as well. This unknown armor could very well prove useful, so let's try it on. I think it's poison resistance. What does it do to my aptitudes? It marginally weakens some of them, but nothing terrible, so we'll leave that as is. I really want dodging to level up before I switch it off, but I'm gonna start trickling into... Something is already at 14. I really don't need to train it that much right now. But we'll do it anyway, because I'm pretty sure I don't have perfect casting on all my summons. No, I do. It's just the in-between stuff I don't. Alright, we're going to go the opposite direction then. We're going to start trickling mana into all these other schools that I need bits and pieces of. Let's get a little bit more mana back, because there is a combat going on when I leave this zone. And then leave this zone. And there's no combat anymore. You know, it's like the game is just trying to piss me off by being the opposite. There's going to be a bunch of slimes there, so I do need to be ready to win a fight against a lot of slimes. Also, this is the bottom floor, which means you are at risk for dealing with packs of Death Yaks. By risk, I mean you're virtually guaranteed to have large packs of Death Yaks. So I should make sure that I am by the staircase I came in from, so I can get out easily. There's a Lindworm, who will do very well against ice beasts. I should really probably just go with scorpions instead. And sick him, because I'm pretty sure he's poison vulnerable. Do it again. Oh, wow, none of them came out hostile. That's frankly fantastic. Do it one more time. He's just one-shotting the scorpions. It's kind of scary. Do I have magic dart? I do. Let's see if we can't get a kill. Yay! We killed him. And butchered him. And ate him. Well, that part didn't happen yet, but we're gonna eat him. Okay. Okay, I was expecting there to be a bunch of slimes waiting, but there weren't any. What exactly does a Rod of Summoning offer me? Okay, that offers me recall. Unless I'm terribly mistaken, I don't have that yet. So this is a fantastic rod to hang on to, because I can swap out for that utility and get a recall in a clutch situation very easily. Let's go ahead and drop some of this less useful stuff, including this hand axe that I'm never going to want, and half the javelins that I no longer need since I have magic dart for pecking at things, and 2 chunks of lindworm flesh, because I'm very doubtful that I actually need all of them, all 5. Okay. Continuing to explore, but notice that I'm going in very concentric circle-y patterns. Now that I no longer have a ticking clock to get to the Minotaur's lair, I am very much trying to explore by the staircase in a manner that doesn't allow me to get cut off. Perfect. The optimal move right now would be to light Conjure Flame here, then Mephitic Cloud, and then start summoning, because it's a linear hallway. But to hell with it, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Conjure Flame, right here, then Mephitic Cloud. Hell, I'll stab you at this point. Get all that experience myself, and oh, beautiful, another. And now I have to run a little bit. What's the poisonous scorpions is E. Just do that. Perfect. We'll turn off dodging now. I'm happy with it where it is. What's my blink? It's still at 3%, so I need to improve it further. Yes, please. Switch back. Call Canine Familiar is my at-will spell because it's hungerless. I gotta remember that. I don't care about hungerlessness right now. I'm literally surrounded by corpses. And now that I have poison resistance, I don't even have to worry about the potential risks of casting scorpions and getting hostiles, because I'm very resistant. This Spriggan is just not dying. He must have a dodge stat as good as my usual Spriggans. Let's go with darts, see if that hits any more accurately. Okay, Mephitic Cloud. Now we'll stab him, because you know, evade -5 penalty while confused. Okay, Conjure Flame is a drop down 2%, that's what I want to hear. And Poison Magic actually makes more sense to train than Conjurations, since I'm specifically working with Scorpions part-time. Oh, it's a bear. Probably shouldn't be stabbing an unweakened bear, but you know, since I'm backed by allies, it's confused because it's trying to fight 2 of us at once. I've had very bad experiences on foresty areas with Spriggans before, so I'm just gonna do a quick explore to see what comes up, and oh, hallelujah. Totally gonna summon a whole bunch of canine familiars to chow down on these guys with me. Make sure that I stab past my allies so that the maximum number of us are focusing fire. Okay, that's good, that's good. Ooh, a ring. And I am now the ring bearer. The funny part is I was trying to make a Lord of the Rings reference, but when I said it out loud I realized it was actually more of a wedding reference. Funny how things change, right? Notice that I was more concerned about getting a cloud of minions around me than that they would be particularly strong minions. Hence I went scorpions rather than a whole bunch of dogs or ice beasts. And it works to my advantage because now I'm just running the heck away. Let's get all the way back to the stairs because my mana is getting low. Also, I've gone in deep enough that I'm at least potentially at risk of being back attacked. And sure enough, that is exactly what is about to happen. Okay, translocations has brought Blink down to 2%. It's good. The reason I'm not concerned about trickling experience in translocations is I will eventually want the level 3 spell of thingy where you get your allies next to you. Recall, up and active. So, it's not going to be wasted experience in the long run. Stab you to death. Okay. Drop Wand of Frost, pick up 2 chunks of grizzly bear flesh, get upstairs, heal, drop the grizzly bear flesh, that's a U. Drop whatever's rotting, head back down. Okay, we're gonna head east this time. See what we find here. All these potions of invisibility are actually really good escape items in certain situations. I need to be very aware that I have them because I tend to forget that particular item. Mephitic Cloud does not work so well with my dogs, but who knows, maybe they'll be smart enough not to walk into a confusion cloud and, you know, bite their master. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Oh, I would never bite any master's hand because I am Fluttershy. Come on, just die already. Die! There you go. Ooh, this yak is being really mean. He doesn't play so well with all of my dogs who are trying to eat his face. Okay. Ooh. 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 Definitely want allies for this. I only saw the yak at first, and I was like, hey, I can take that on. But then I saw the rest of them, and I couldn't. And, oh, it's the death yak. Bill! Mind you, it's not that I can't take on a death yak. I'm sure I can. It's that I can't take on a death yak while dealing with other things. Should probably memorize Throw Icicle. It's a good generic spell to have. Condensation Shield contains a disc of da ba da ba 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 ba. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work if you already have a shield. So, and because my shield is boosting my AC, I'm quite happy with the shield I have. We're definitely going to want a lot of poison stacks against that Adjate Snail, so let's shoot against him first. Oh, I accidentally double casted. Oh well, that's fine with me. This much poison in this open a space. It's perfect. Oh, please, just, you know what? If I can bring the Death Yak upstairs with me, that's ideal. I can't deal with the whole flock at once, but I totally can pick on one piece at a time. And look just how many of them are stacking on him. Oh, that's an unallied summon. Let's go ahead and do another round. Between allies and enemies, things should get really tight there. There we go. Come on, just get a stack of poison on him, for God's sake. Good. I just want that when I'm regenerating health, he's not. Oh, that's not an ally. Whoops. Okay, there's enough poison on him that I'm happy with the amount, but I have no mana, which means I have no utility to escape from him, or to make sure that the damage remains. I have to utilize my excess speed, and the fact that I have a poison javelin to keep hurling, and other javelins. Good, he's confused, and at least one of my scorpions is not, and he only got confused for a turn because he's such a high level. But here's a good point for me to force his hand. Well, I blocked the way with fire. If that isn't going to slow him down, not a whole lot I can do about it. But he is standing on a fireball while being dog pounded, so there we go, he's down. And he's edible. And he's nauseating. Clearing this bottom floor is taking a lot of patience, because I'm literally forced to be, well, very tactical in my approach. And that's fine. That's acceptable. That's to be expected, even. Let's get back into the fray. I'm pretty sure there were enemies here. I'm pretty sure this is the staircase. No, it's one staircase down. There we go. This is where the enemies were. That should be enough allies. Start stabbing you with a trident. Take you out. How's the scorpion deal? Scorpions are fine. Mephitic clouds at 7%. Really want to get it to 5 or less, so let's go and hide until my mana comes back. Okay, hunger status is acceptable. I can now eat, so I'm definitely on the prowl for some food. Come on, you guys have them surrounded, you can't do any damage. This is why I like Ice Beast better, they at least get the job done. Let's get a whole bunch of them in play, please. They are not getting the job done. Now, perhaps with a confused target, you can get the job done. Now, all you can do is succeed in making me irritated and hungry. Fine, focus something. I don't care what anymore. Something died. Good, it was probably him. We'll stack a lot of poison on this guy, he'll die too. One of them will leave a corpse, and we'll eat that corpse. Regenerate, I should have gone upstairs to regenerate, that was a mistake. Let's see, good. Pick up some elephant slug flesh. Head up, heal up, come back. There's a giant frog somewhere, so get some hounds in play. In fact, let's go ahead and get an imp too. There we go, that's where the welcome wagon is. And that imp has proved very useful by getting off the that one cast of ice. Let's try to get just one of the death yaks upstairs with me. Same policy as before. I can survive the initial hit, I can build a little bit of a cushion, and then I can kill him. The Conjure Flame strategy worked so well that I'm going to attempt to recreate it exactly. Only I'm going to wait till I have 30-ish mana instead of doing it when I don't have full mana. Come on, where did we run off to? I can always shout, and that'll bring him out in a hurry. No, he's not. Shot a couple times. He's not around. See, I'm leery of the fact that I pulled one up. I don't want to leave this floor without handling what I pulled. Let's just check all the down staircases and around them and then give up. Oh, there he is. Beautiful. Let's get a hound just to harass him a little bit. It's not actually going to kill him, but it is going to bring him in. It should have brought him in. Oh wow, that wasn't a little bit of harass. That was a lot of harass. Good job, sir. Alright, here we go. This is a good spot, because he is going to walk right onto the flame. And when he does, I will tank for a turn or two, or 3, and just kill him. Cut down a floor. So wolf. See, so imagine that I had proceeded directly into the forest and not worried about this. Now, 90% of the time, or 80% of the time, or whatever, you know, high odds I would have been totally fine, right? But there's that small chance that something would have gone wrong in the forest and I would have had to bail with a teleport. If that had happened, most likely I'd be okay, but small chance, I teleport right into the middle of 4 death yaks down here. By doing it the way I chose to do it, step by step, and backing out and making sure I could never really get surrounded, I always had a staircase facing the back of me. I maximized the chance that I wouldn't have to do something like that. I'm not saying that there was any guarantees. Obviously, okay, good God, there's a Hydra now. This is a bad situation. I'm gonna lose this staircase, and that's fine. Let's see if we can't get a kill before we go. Nope, we can't. I can't afford to pull a Hydra upstairs via melee because Hydras are capable of killing me in the turn or 2 it takes to climb a staircase. But I can pull 1 death yak, and that's perfect. Please focus the green rat. I don't want to deal with it. I don't trust your ability to kill a death yak. Notice that we even are using the same exact place because we know the strategy works. And how once I had got him where I needed him, I used my summons to hold him in place rather than risking myself the whole time. That should be good food. It is good food. Yay! Different staircase. Well, actually, this is the staircase that had a Hydra down from it, isn't it? I should try a different staircase. There we go. No, this was the one with the Hydra. Crap. There's no point trying to be clever. I should just leave. And if I'm gonna pull something clever, the clever thing to do would be to come down with a full set of allies around me. And it wasn't a terribly clever idea because the Hydra still managed to push its way in. I can either take a step away or blink away. I vote blink. Good, good. Now we impede the Hydra's way with fire. It does not care. It's still coming. I have low mana, no health, or low mana, low health, no mana, low health. I do not have, do I have a potion of restoring mana? I don't have a potion of, if I had a potion to restore mana, I would risk going directly down and around the long way, rather than using up this one-time only staircase. Since I don't, I am sufficiently concerned that I might not survive. Wait, I do have a trick up my sleeve. The Rod of Summoning. Recall. All of a sudden, I feel significantly more safe. And this Hydra that was at half health about to get away is probably going to die right now. Because it is going to be slowed from all of the ice attacks. Sitting on that fireball, it will die. And I no longer having to fear the Hydra. Crap, I do have to fear the War Dog, because I have no mana to stop it. I'm not going to actually use my mana right away. I'm going to save it, because I think I can escape him via the plants. But I can't escape both of them via the plants. Well, I can do this, and then get away. So it's very slow and steady progress. This is partially why I prefer a good summoner stabber build to a good, good conjurer stabber build to a good summoner build. But it's a theme run, and we're gonna stick to the theme. 2 casts, that should do it. And we'll find a nice safe place to hole up and light a fire. Oh, and if you're gonna attack me on the fire, well, I will just make sure that I have a good AC. And then stab you to death. Notice that the one that couldn't get through the fire is the one that's really taking the damage because of all my allies. Stab across, War Dog dies. Okay, good on me. Yeah, how's Blink going? And Blink is reliable, so I can drop translocations for the time being. Mephitic Cloud is still being worked on, and while I practice that, naturally my scorpions become stronger, so I'm not exactly complaining. Shields is almost at 5, which is where I wanted to get to. Let's go ahead and really buff the hell out of spellcasting. Is this a shield or a buckler, actually, that I picked up? It's a buckler. I'm pretty sure centaurs have get a break with regards to how much training they need on a buckler. I think it's just 3. Let me double check. I vaguely recall hearing that in the comments, and it makes sense since they're so freaking big and eat so much. Buckler, centaur, crawl wiki. Cha 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 cha. Okay, not here, so let's try the opposite thing, spell penalty. Because once you get the minimum required training, you don't... Spell penalty... Armor and shield evasion penalties, dodging penalty, evasion, monster... God damn it! Spell power? I know that there's a really good page that just basically tells me in black and white what I need to know, but I need to find it first. Range, power, enhancers. The miscast effects. Shield training. To minimize. Reduce the impact of shield EV. Alright, fuck it, I don't care. I'm just gonna turn it off. I'm almost positive you only need a 3. I don't know how to find that page, and I don't feel like looking it up right now. Spellcasting is going back on. No, it's a -2? Oh god, it's not worth it. I'm starving enough, but I don't care. Yeah, we'll continue doing poison magic just like we were, and pick up... We've already got translocation, so we're done, yeah. Back into the fray, I suppose. Let's get some dogs. And go looking for trouble. Don't really have that much MP right now, but should not have a problem killing a wolf 4-on-1. And now that I know I have some food, it actually helps a lot too. There is still at least one that I know of, thingy at large, the death yak at large. Young Spriggan Druid. I'm gonna go ahead and run the opposite direction. A dodgy druid in the middle of a freaking... Yeah, ray of light hits you. I don't want to deal with that shit. A tree reaches out and hits you, and none of my allies are alive. I'm going to activate a teleport, or maybe a fog first and then a teleport. Definitely a good heal wounds moment. There we go. Okay. See, and if I hadn't cleared out before I had begun pushing in deeper there, I would still have to be worried about the possibility of slimes based on what my map data had told me, and would not have had a clear path, but now I know I have a fairly clear path. Okay. Food is not an issue, but why is this on F? Let's swap edge and F, please. There you go. You know, you get used to having things on a key, and then you don't have it, it's problematic. I know I can recall, so just having an ally on the same floor is good enough for the security purpose. Speaking of which, the rod recharges by itself, right? Yeah, it does. Okay, good. I don't have to keep wielding it. You'll notice, or maybe you didn't, that it says that you eat a chunk of wolf flesh while I was walking around and resting. The way auto-eat chunks works, I figured it out. It will only auto-eat chunks that are clean. Not brown, but, you know, white. Or, yeah. And it will only do it when you're taking an extended rest. That's a Mephitic Cloud. I want Magic Dart. There we go. Got him. Ooh, it's a swamp adder. One of the most poisonous snakes in all of India, if you believe Sherlock Holmes. Where the hell did that thing go? It was right there. Oh, it's gone around this way. Clever girl. Let's see if we can't pull him. You know, because it's just one death yak. That's my optimal number to fight at a time. Oh, no. 2 war dogs. Totally gonna pull these 2. Because I can melee Mephitic. Or Mephitic at melee range. I have a poison-resistant leather armor. I guess I did get something valuable then. If I got poison resistance out of it, it was totally worth a trip into the Minotaur's lair. Also, I have this stuff I haven't ID'd yet, so shame on me. Sustainability as well. Less shame on me. I'm pretty sure that Octopus King is a fixed rand art, or a fixed non-rand artifact that that gives you +1 to like everything, +1 AC, +1 EV, etc. And the idea is that if your octopus wears 8 of them, well, he's got +8 to everything. I expect, yep, they were waiting for me. And that's why I made sure I had enough allies that maybe they wouldn't all attack me at once. Notice that I made sure I was swapping with an ally so that that square stays full, and then summoning allies to maximize the probability that it remains full. But it worked. Mephitic Cloud is down to 5%. Poison Magic no longer needs specific training. Let's continue trickling into summonings. And fighting, I guess. But with a focus on summonings. You know, the skills I have the best shot at building, which will simultaneously help my my main character focus and survivability thingy. Okay, eating, nauseated again, in we go. Agitate snail, pull him up with scorpions, poison him to death, and hide behind scorpions while stabbing him on top. I love poison on these guys because they're fairly susceptible to poison, and when they go into their armored shell mode, they don't really out-heal level 2 poison, or 2 poison stacks very well. My Wand of Draining is almost all used up, so we're going to get a new Wand of Draining and not maintain my old one. We're going to want Ice Beasts for this guy because he's probably cold-blooded. He is. And then we're going to want to fire his pathway up to make it a little bit harder for him to come directly at me, should he change his mind. Did I pick up anything I can use to attack him with? So, Bolt of Cold. Just really don't want to deal with all the hassle it would otherwise take to kill him. I'm out of food, so once more the hunger thing keeps on me. Come on. Beat him up. He's just a frog. It's the magic dart. There we go. Food! But it looks like I'm about to get really beat up on, so let's drop some stuff and run off with the actual corpse. There we go. Dropped a bunch of maybe useful stuff, but stuff that I'm not really using right now. I'm gonna make out with the corpse. Not make out with the corpse. Make off with the corpse. Butcher it. Eat it all. Back in. Pull 2 yaks. And melee them to death. Because Fluttershy has totally been seen taking on a bear after charming it. Okay, charming might be too strong a word, but, you know. Fluttershy in the dungeon. Shit going crazy. Fire and stab. Alright, and we're gonna drop half the yak flesh so as to help with the weight issues. Pull up an ordinary yak, stab to death. Heal it. Prepare to pull a yak. Good. Come with me, sir, if you want to live. Psych! Come with me if you want to die! Haha! Oh, wow. He did reasonable damage and then he got away. I mean, you know, for a little while. Okay. Now, recalling what we had happen with that Druish princess or wizard or whatever, let's be extra cautious about how far in we press on. Oh! Even as I say it, I get flanked by a bear. Come on, just get some fucking support here. There we go. There we go, we got rid of the Spriggan. That was the one I was most concerned about. All these guys can't dodge with shit. So, you know, they'll die to good summoning tactics. Yeah, this ought to end well. Scorpions versus snakes is never a fun match. Nom 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 nom. Come on, we got a perfect surround. Just finish him. It's always the one who isn't my ally who manages to catch up to me. Probably since he's not actually going the direction I send everyone else. And since I'm always sending everyone else away. Makes sense. Okay, that's a dead wolf. That's heal. That's back in. That's Mamba. Definitely want some ice beasts for him. He poisoned me through my resist. It happens about 10% of the time. That totally leaves me able to continue. Oh my god, it's the druid. And he actually came out of the forest for this one. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and Wand of Cold all of these enemies. I want this guy dead ASAP. I don't really care about conserving charges or anything. Let's get a little bit closer. See if we can't get a confuse off and then beat him up with mass summonings. Stab you with my pitchfork or my trident or whatever the hell it's called. He's dead. He has a Wand of Frost, which I left behind, which is where he picked it up, most likely. And that's it. And I'm glad. Can you imagine if he was using his real spells instead of a dinky Wand of Frost against me? I shudder to think how much colder of a fate I would have been in then. Fluttershy can take on a bear. She can take on a bear head first. Oh, your back has so much stress. Here, let me kick you down onto your back and eat you. That will help with the stress, I think. Same concept, Nephitic and Kick-Ass. Oh, come on. How the hell are we gonna deal with this? I don't have what it takes to kill them all. Ooh, I do. I dropped the Wand of Draining to make off with that corpse a long time ago. That's what happened. Okay, plan B. Put a nice fire cloud in play and try and confuse everything you can adjacent to a bunch of fire clouds. Regardless, things are going to have to walk through fire to reach you. And in the meantime, I just had a miscast at one of the least opportune moments to have such a thing happen. I can't afford to stand next to a Hydra, not even for one turn, on purpose. And I can't afford to use my last 3 mana to attack it further. I really need good wands to kill it, so let's disintegrate it. Oh, it didn't go back into the fire. I was really hoping it would. Fireball. Oh, crap. Intentionally hitting a non-hostile fungus was not going to end well. Apparently nobody gives a damn about the non-hostile trees. Disintegrate. Dude, how are you alive? Just die already. There you go. Ooh, a staff. Twisted and smoking staff. Just don't you know smoking kills? Kill that bear. Drop a whole bunch of meat, and this useless one can be dropped too. I say useless even though it literally just got me a kill instead of making me run off from a hydra blindly. Oh yeah, we're totally gonna kill this rat. No need to even befitting it. Alright, I'm almost out of time, so I'm just gonna continue clearing for a little bit longer. Maybe long enough to level up once more and then call it quits. As you probably can tell, it's a slow, methodical process. That's the best way for me to go about it. At this point, I've gotten rid of at least 2 of the most dangerous enemies in here, including that Spriggan Druid. And there we go. That's the exit. Or not exit, that's the treasure area. These Curari needles are going to be the bane of my existence. Let's make sure there's an ally between me and them. And try and get this guy confused right next to the fire I created. And then back off. Okay, there's the level up. There's the dead Spriggan riders. I love that Spriggans ride on fireflies as mounts. I mean, how cool is that? They're so friggin' tiny. Leveling levels up, or not leveling levels up. Fighting levels up. 3 bears on 1. And 3 sane bears on a confused one. I don't have to be that scared. I can come in and help by stabbing too. And we can stab the confused Spriggan to death. Not so dodging when you're frigging losing your mind to the charm of Fluttershy. Okay. Another creature. Okay, I'm getting pincered, so I'm about ready to turn tail and run. The beauty of this is that he's trapped between a bear and a hard place, and now I'm going to put a fire between them, so it's win-win. Either the bear goes, or perfect. That's precisely what I was hoping would happen. Okay, that bear isn't going to last very long, I hope. No, he did. He made it out. I'm impressed. You know, just long enough to die to my hands, but still. Long. I'm impressed. Go ahead and kill that guy. Notice how I'm drawing him into more and more open areas so he can get more and more surrounded by poisoning scorpions. Okay, done exploring. I have officially covered every square of the lair. I know that there's at least 1 living Deathiac down there, and I do not care. I'm going to start bailing now. As is classic for a summoner, their net experience gain is significantly slower. In fact, while I'm talking to you guys about my summary, I'm going to go get a scroll of recharging that I know is upstairs. Okay, I guess I don't know it's upstairs. But yeah, their rate of experience gain is much slower, therefore their rate of skill accession is slower, and look at how low my aptitudes are, so, you know, that slows it further. And in any sentence where you use this word slower 3 times, things are not going to be going quickly, but that's fine. I have found some really good items thus far. I have 2 of the top 3 ones that I want in every game, namely Haste, Heal, and Teleport. And so went ahead and blew the Identify scroll anyway to demonstrate that it basically is an Omni-resistance dealie. Or an Omni-stat dealie. And yeah, that's about it for now. Now that we're done with the lair, I have to figure out where to go next. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.